Hey everyone, welcome on to another episode of Behind the Bricks. We're back at it. It's been a little over a month. We're just very huge procrastinators, but we're back and we're ready to you know, talk about some cool stuff, and we have some exciting announcements. So let's get into it.
And we got some epic music in the background.
Epic music.
Not that music. That's playing right now.
But yeah, we're just experimenting with StreamYards, and also we're experimenting.
It's your mom!
Got him! But hello everyone in the chat, how we doing? So a lot of people
There's two
here.
people watching. There's two people watching.
There's two people watching? Alright, I was saying in the comments, I was like 4 or something. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Ping everyone again. We should ping everyone again.
Ping. We should just spam ping them.
No, just ping one. Just ping everyone once more.
Okay, I will. I will do it.
Yeah, we have these exciting clips. All right, so joining us today is me.
You got it. Okay.
All right. Joining people today is me. You already know me. You got Super.
He does exactly what I do, but better.
And then we got Lego Monster.
Lego Monster 21.
Yep.
No Brickle today. She wasn't
No
busy.
Brickle today.
So yeah.
We do have we do have some guests we're trying to get next week, and
Yeah, we'll see if we can.
maybe next week, 2 weeks, maybe next month. We'll see, but
we'll see. Maybe next year. Can't be that long.
Next year.
But yeah, let's get into it.
So first up, let's talk about the end of some various streaming shows that have officially finished their first season. So let's talk about Peacemaker, season 1. The show about the spin-off show from the Suicide Squad has finally ended. We talked about the first 3 episodes last time. Now let's talk about the rest of the show. So this second half of the show really went in depth with the characters. If you're thinking this is just going to be the same as Suicide Squad, if you didn't like Suicide Squad, it's going to be like the Suicide Squad, you're insane. But also, this is very character driven. It's very different, but keeping the same style and comic book feel that the first one carried. With the same comedy that lands a lot. And so with Peacemaker, this show is character driven. It focuses on Peacemaker and his team in general, who you eventually learn to love and care for. You really start to care for every single one of these characters, and the characters you're not supposed to care for, you rightfully don't care for them, which is how they're written, and it's written pretty well. And that's my favorite part. I mean, these characters, they're acted so well. They're acting so well. They're just so well-rounded. They're all pieces of shit, but you see, they're well-rounded pieces of shit, and that's why you're supposed to love them, because these guys are essentially your family for the 8 episodes. So you gotta care for them, and the show does a really good job of making you care for every single one of these characters, which is just really well done. And with also this, it really shows that it's a comic book. It really shows that it's a comic book movie and a show in general. But what do you guys think?
I watch so much stuff. I've actually forgotten both shows. What happens in both shows that we're supposed to talk about.
So, but what did you think of the show as a whole?
I liked it. The humor, they did excellent on the drama, but the humor was all right.
I think it hit well. It really was just well done, crazy, and the world. James Gunn doesn't miss with humor, I'm afraid.
Yeah, he does. I mean, like the farting jokes at the very end at the beginning of episode 8, I just didn't laugh.
That's fair. I mean, comedy's subjective, but you're naturally unfunny. Everyone knows you're unfunny.
I am hilarious.
You know who else is you're hilarious?
It's your mom!
But Vigilante was your favorite character. I know a lot of people don't like Vigilante, but I think he was really fun. People don't like Vigilante because he's just nothing like who you know from the comic books. Does a full 180 of the
Vigilante
character.
is fun.
He's a total piece of shit in the show instead of a anti-hero like the Punisher. And it's good, you essentially don't get a Bloodsport version 2, which I appreciate.
Arrows is still better.
Wait, no. Arrows is still better.
Oh, I'm coming. I'm done here. I fulfilled my purpose. I ain't need to see no more shit down here.
That's objectively not true. Because, for one, he's not even Adrian Chase, but I heard it's a good twist. But, it depends.
It is a good twist.
Yeah, it keeps you guessing, I heard. But I am not taking time to visit the Arrowverse anytime soon. I think
I don't blame you because it's just so many seasons and so many hours.
I think
by
the
this
quality
point-
ship has just sailed all the way away.
By this point, you have to have started when it began.
I think no, it's because the quality ship has just gone all
That
the way
too.
away.
That too, but if you're like me, you're sticking around to see how it ends.
I'll check out Superman and Lois. That's about it. What about you, Super? What did you think of Peacemaker?
I think his parents are singing happy birthday.
Yep. It's not his birthday, by the way. His birthday was a couple days ago. But I just really liked the show. I thought it was just so much like a comic book show. James Gunn's really make sure to know that you're watching a comic book show, but you're also just watching a really good show in general. It's not just a comic book, a superhero show. It's everything in between. And it's mashed so well together that essentially you get a perfect show, in my opinion. Show ended up being my second favorite show. I just found it that well done, amazing. I mean, it's got amazing acting. I mean, acting in general in the form of this show wasn't even just in speaking. I mean, at some points the acting was in dance or in body motion or in rage. It was just great acting. I mean, you didn't even have to have any sound where John Cena was having flashbacks. You didn't have to have any sound. You can tell it was terrific acting in general. We're having a conversation here. L3.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with you on a lot of those points except for the comedy. It's a good show, and John Cena is a great actor. We underestimated him greatly, and I think I said in my review of it, he needs to do like a historical drama or something so he can get that Oscar. Since that's how the Academy operates.
It's the thing of this show. There's recent shows now. A lot of people these days just want who's going to show up. I mean, it's not really about what's going to happen. Oh my God, is this thing going to happen? Who's going to die? No, it's really just about who's going to show up these days. So, and if you told me, oh, another cameo, I'm just kind of like, okay, I think it's run its course.
I like my cameos. Give me all damn cameos.
If they make sense and aren't forced in the plot, but with the Justice League, they were just there. People get mad over the fucking fish joke, but it was just like 3 seconds. Barry was just fucking with him, and it was just like nothing serious. So I don't get why Snyder fans are so upset, but Snyder fans. But it's the thing of that was truly a cameo. Like, cameos now, I can't even call them cameos. They just essentially become full-on characters in the story. Like, objectively, the only actual cameo in Spider-Man was Matt Murdock.
Was who?
Matt Murdock.
Oh,
He was objectively the only cameo. So with the Justice League showing up for 3 seconds for 3 funny lines, which is really well done, and also it was just hilarious, man. Peacemaker would be the type of guy to meet the world's greatest heroes, say they're late, call them dickheads, tell the King of Atlantis to fuck another fish. It's hilarious. It's comedic genius with that, and also the fact that they were able to get Momoa and Ezra Miller. That was very surprised. Momoa even got to swear, which makes me think if they're going to give Momoa the one PG-13 F-bomb in Aquaman 2. And
who knows? We'll have to wait for that.
yeah, and the finale really made you keep guessing and kind of, it's all over the place. Oh, is Hardcore gonna die? Is Vigilante gonna die? It's like the Suicide Squad. It was pulling an unexpected turn of don't get too attached.
No.
They even let
Yeah, so I don't have much to say about Peacemaker because we pretty much agree on it. It's a good show.
It's a great show, and the fact that it expands the DC universe even more with just simple references that are really well done, like Matter Eater Lad and Kite Man and Green Arrow, and who else? Batmite, Doll Man.
Did I mention Dollman? I don't remember.
Yeah, episode 3.
Oh.
Who else? Kite Man.
Oh, you know what? Who cares? All that is important is that Kite Man is canon.
Hell yeah.
And all other mentions are inferior and are not important.
I found it funny how they, they asked Stephen Amell what he thought about he goes to Brony convention. And he was like, I don't care. I'm showing Cena real wrestling.
Yeah. Is he Stephen Amell's doing a wrestling show, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, he's making one.
Yeah.
There's just so much that I can just go on about this show. I can talk about this show for hours. I
can.
I really love this show, man. I think it's my second favorite show. Like, the hype I had with some friends on Discord, the general hype everyone had.
Mm-hmm.
It was just something that can't be forgotten, man. Now, officially it's over. It kind of feels a little surreal.
Yeah.
But we still got season 2, which I'm excited. James Gunn, passionate about the project. I do not fear.
Curious who's going to show up in that season.
Yeah. I do not fear that James Gunn will let the quality dip at all. I think he'll just keep making perfect comic book shows and movies and television, even though Guardians of the Galaxy wasn't perfect. I don't think. Ronan was kind of But that was the first start,
Which one?
Guardians 1.
Oh.
Peacemaker. Yes. Very true.
I'm back.
We just finished talking about Peacemaker.
Oh, Peacemaker? Okay, quick rundown. It's an amazing show. James Gunn has just a perfect vision for superhero shows and movies, and he's just great with obscure characters. That's really where he really shines, I feel like.
Overall score, gentlemen, out of 10, what will we give it?
Honestly, I would give it... I honestly want to give it a 10. Yeah, I think that it's my favorite superhero show at the moment. It even beat Loki and everything, which I really like Loki. Outside
Easy 10. Easy
course.
10. It's not a work of art like, say, I would call Daredevil, but it's just such a good comic book show.
It's so fun. It's entertaining. It's just, you can always have a good time with the show at all times. Like I don't think there's any part of the show where you're just like I'm bored or whatever. And it
It's
also
a
has
live-
its emotional moments when it needs to be. It has its serious moments. Like it's not just pure fun and craziness. Like they do have like some deep emotional moments, which I really like.
It's a live action comic book. It's a comic book
Mhm.
truly brought to life.
Yeah, agreed. It's just like the Suicide Squad, like having Starro at the end. That was just pure comic bookness shining through the screen, and
Oh yeah,
it's just-
Star
done
is
well.
amazing.
And done
I
well.
still
It's not goofy.
I still personally think the Suicide Squad is better than Peacemaker. No,
I agree. I mean, but with
I mean, yeah,
for me, it mainly just comes to the dynamic. I just like seeing villains more that have different weapons, and King Shark as well, than just the regular humans.
overall score of Peacemaker, Lego Monster, what would you give it?
I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Just a 0.5 because of the comedy.
Very fair. That's very fair. And the thing about you bringing up with Starro is pure comic bookness. It was done well. It wasn't changed. It wasn't made edgy or goofy or dramatically changed. It was just done really well done. It was wacky in the right ways and creepy in the
and
right
even though
ways.
he appeared at the end, he really had depth to him. Like at the end of the day, he really had depth to him. With having like I was just flying the stars, and these humans just captured me, and now I'm dead because I was just trying to escape this thing. Where I
Butterflies.
didn't want it to be.
Butterflies, they were cool villains. Hopefully next season isn't just another mind controlling.
Yeah, I do agree.
Yeah.
I like the butterflies, but I feel like if he does it again, then it's just gonna feel repetitive,
Yeah.
Although it did give Chukwudi Iwuji some great acting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what's cool? Netley saw my Instagram post, so go follow down there, please.
Oh,
Also, for season 2, what type of villain would you like to see? Do you like to see like a grounded villain or another like crazy villain like an alien or
I
whatever?
like to see a grounded villain.
I do want to
Crazy
see a
villain.
grounded villain too.
Yeah,
I mean, we had the White Dragon, but I like to see like a main.
He doesn't count.
I do think he counts, but
You don't think White Dragon counts as a serious villain?
As the main villain, no.
He was a side villain, yeah.
he was a side villain, but still like a villain of the show. Sure.
Even then, he wouldn't have been a villain if they didn't frame him and a whole bunch of stuff that Argus did to him.
No, he was always
It's just a matter of circumstances.
He was always a villain. He just wouldn't have been.
No, I mean like he's he wouldn't have been the villain. He wouldn't have faced off against Peacemaker and company if it weren't for the matter of circumstances.
He wouldn't have been the villain of the show if the circumstances didn't happen. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's cool. If you haven't followed my Instagram, go check out the figures. I'm drawing some Peacemaker figures right now, and the actual actor who played Judo Master saw my post and shared it around in its own post, which is
that's
pretty cool.
That's congratulations.
It's not a congratulations moment to me. I just thought it was awesome and cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's just cool that an actor saw it. The actual actor. I'm being made in Lego film.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you want to
Also, Jake,
to
answer your question, yes, at the very least, I am going to see the Batman theaters. I'm guessing you two.
We'll talk about
theaters.
We will talk about
I already responded in the comments. I'm gonna wait for it to come out on VHS.
Smart.
Oh, okay, yeah, I understand. I respect that.
Anyways, let's move on to Salute Peacemaker Thursdays. We'll see you season 2. Salute.
I already did.
I'm just gonna assume you did it. Alright. Now let's talk about controversial show that we probably will have differing opinions about. But here we have the Book of Boba Fett. Let's talk about how it ended.
I'm sorry. I think you read it wrong. In the list I put it as the Book of the Mandalorian.
The book of the book of Boba Fett. Sorry, I can't say that with a straight face. Anyways, I didn't like the show.
I did.
I didn't like.
It's a cool show. That's really it. It's like
the only last 3 episodes are the only good ones, and those are
It was
2 of them are carried by Mando, and the last one at the very least has Boba.
It was
as a star of the show.
It was cool at the beginning. I thought it was cool. It had a cool future. I think Star Wars Godfather. I think that would have been an interesting thing to, experiment and kind of, roll with, make Star Wars unique. But the show didn't hit the ground running at all. Honestly, like nobody was really truly developed. Most time they didn't use time wisely, like even if at all. Like time was not utilized well, I think, because with the flashbacks, yes, the flashbacks are the best part of the show. They really had give a little bit of depth to Boba Fett and some spiritual things that I kind of liked and kind of thought it was cool. But the thing is, it took time from being in the modern world. Honestly, if you take out the flashback, could you really pick apart an episode? No, because there's barely anything there. It's a thing of.
I mean, it could have been a cool movie as well.
It could have been a nice movie, but at the end, it's weird.
But don't make it as long. But don't make it as long as Dire for Wimpy Kid. I don't want no 58-minute movie that's not even a movie.
It's an interesting thing I kind of thought of. Anakin, stop messing with Gardanza. It's an interesting thing. I started thinking of. You have your fine dining of TV shows. I can think of the Mandalorian, for example. That's fine dining TV. Clone Wars, fine dining. But then you go really into Disney Plus, especially modern. Like there's so much of it now. It just feels like fast food TV. Like it's a thing you'll just watch, just to watch. You don't really care. It's not going to be special. It's a thing you'll just watch. Like, and that's what the Boba Fett was. It wasn't special. It wasn't anything. And when I
think Book of Boba Fett. Oh wait, sorry. You can continue.
It's just a genuine crowd pleaser. And then when you look at the last 3 episodes, it really cameos didn't really feel anything great. It didn't feel cool. It didn't feel special. They were just kind of thrown in there and just kind of there for going, internet.
It felt cool to me, and it worked.
They were cool initially. Like there were some characters that would have been great to cameo. Gendard, Cobb Vanth, Cad Bane. They're all heavily tied into Boba Fett. That would have benefited the plot. But we had to throw in half an hour Luke training Grogu, seeing him again after only a year. Like I honestly thought it would have been better if we never saw them again, because it ruins the specialty of that final gutbuster of a Mandalorian finale. It kind of just ruined it.
I mean, eventually he would have had to come back, because
of course.
I remember reading that they consider Ben Solo to be Luke's first apprentice.
Of course, it had to come back, and it was the thing of, it also felt too early when it was coming back. Like you lose Grogu, and then immediately 2 appearances later, he's back at him. Like that was so lame. And
I mean, I think your definition of too early is different from mine, because I'm thinking of it as how long time has passed in terms of when these shows came out. And I feel like enough time has passed by that it did happen, and that Grogu would come back.
It just feels like
No,
lazy
look,
writing.
it is definitely too early. Because look, when you think about it like this, wouldn't it be weird when someone's binging The Mandalorian, just going through the episodes, and at the end of season 2, he loses Grogu apparently forever, and then as soon as you start season 3, he has Grogu again? Wouldn't that be weird? Yes, it would.
Yeah, it's
That is
also
the
just
why. That is why
guess
it's
what?
too early.
Most
Way
of the
too early.
Mandalorian focus, like sure, some of it could have been good. People say, "Oh, episode 5 should have needed to be there to show what Mando's been up to." You don't need that. You could have just had him and Boba having a drink, saying, "Hey, man, what you been up to recently?" And it was like, "Oh, I've been slicing dudes in half with my epic darksaber," you know. But in episode 5, what we got was really good Star Wars, but it's just the fact of did not benefit Boba Fett's story. That was a tongue twister. Boba Fett benefit story. And it just, I don't know, like most of that, I feel like episode 5 of Boba Fett should have been season 3, episode 1. I feel like the training just should have been cut in the ending with Mando coming back, asking the thing. Luke asked him, and then he comes back. You could have given that time to develop, but it was really just there for Boba. It took time away from Boba. It didn't really do anything special. It just kind of felt bad and unsettling. I just did not like how fan service was used. I felt it was kind of forced, honestly. Like some of the most blatant fan service I've ever really seen in my life. It was just like they added extra ketchup that didn't really need to be needed. That's what I really hope. That's the Book of Boba Fett's really scarred me with cameos. I really hope, that they actually try to learn from that. This show could have been a really great show, I think. It could have really been unique in the world of Star Wars. But it just didn't hit the ground running even at all. I mean, nothing really stood out. Nothing really was awesome. It was just a couple badass moments. And heard some people say Boba talks too much. He didn't have character in the original trilogy. I mean, maybe they could have toned down a couple sentences or two. I mean, I would have been fine with that. But
also to point out what you said about the badass scene. When you think about it, there weren't that many badass scenes in the entire season with Boba himself. Like, okay, the first fight he has with the gang, yeah, okay, that's cool, but then he gets beaten, and then Fennec has to carry the rest of the fight. Then the only time I remember, like before the Mando episodes, that he actually did something really cool was in the bar scene in the flashbacks. And then after that, there were the Mando episodes. Yeah, Mando was badass. That was fine. That was in Boba. And then really it was up until the finale where we had some badass scenes with Boba himself. So it was literally just the bar scene and the finale. That's it.
If you think about it in general, with episode 5 and 6, it just wasn't Book of Boba Fett. So the true Book of Boba Fett that the Disney gave us for this was 5 episodes long.
And even then, half of the 5th episode. No, wait, not 5th. 6th, right?
7th.
7th? Weren't?
Yeah,
no, there were 7 episodes. No, 6. The 6th episode was the one with Luke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
6 episodes. There were 7 episodes.
So yes, have an episode there is belongs to Mando again. So it's just really 5 episodes and a half.
With Cad Bane showing up, that was a welcome inclusion. Cobb Vanth, they're welcome inclusions. They were tied to Boba Fett. They could have benefited. I mean, Cobb Vanth, look at him. I mean, the dude is literally owns Tatooine territory essentially.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish Cobb Vanth did stay dead.
But he essentially owns Tatooine territory, like Boba Fett. Could have had some deals. Could have been one of those things. It made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Cad Bane, he made sense. He was perfect. I really wanted to see him in the show, but he wasn't given time to shine like Wilson, Fisk, and Hawkeye. He was
Mhm.
good as a character in general. He was badass. He was threatening. He had a real voice and just presence, but he just doesn't really give him time to shine.
He
And
came in too late. Yeah.
got an unwarranted final blow.
Yeah, if you watch
I
Clone
mean,
Wars,
is
it
Cad
will
Bane
be a,
truly dead? Is Cad Bane truly dead? He always seems to get out of these situations.
Probably not. I wouldn't put it past Dave Filoni to resurrect Darth Vader and Mace Windu 10 years later.
No, Mace Windu is truly dead. I think they've said that.
dude, this is Star Wars. Anyone could these stakes are so low to the point that anyone could just revive at any point. It doesn't really
Here's the
matter.
thing with Dave Filoni.
That's how
is
bad it is.
Boba Fett really showed me that I just don't want Dave Filoni running Star Wars because
I still do.
I
He still
don't.
makes great content.
I
He
just
makes
don't
great
want.
content, but just for the fan service, and the fan service is just bad. Like okay, look, let's put it like this: Dave Filoni only did all those cameos just to have people going, "Whoa, that was awesome! That was cool, dude!" Just like you're saying right now, Lego. But at the same time, when you take a look at it, it's
At the
not.
end of
It's literally just, "Whoa, that was so cool," but it didn't benefit the story. It's literally
end of
just to
the-
have those moments with the fans. Like
At the end of the day,
yeah.
At the end of the day, how did Ahsoka and Luke Skywalker, Grogu and Mando returning and reunited, how did it benefit the book of Boba Fett at the end of the day?
Yeah,
It didn't.
yeah, it did. Like, okay, Lego, you think it's
No,
cool,
I
right?
thought-
you think
yeah, I
those
think
things are cool. But do you think they benefited Boba Fett's story?
Um, Mando for sure did.
Not really.
Yeah.
You
Only
could've-
Boba. This is Boba's show. This is Boba's show.
Not really. It didn't benefit Mando. Didn't benefit Boba's story. You could have just essentially said, "Hey, what have you been up to?" Over a drink. That's all it takes. You could have just been there. All right, I'll help you, bro. Let's
Not
go."
every cameo has to benefit the story, though. I mean,
Dude,
like,
I'm sorry, but like if you think that, it's just like
Stan Lee cameos. Do you think those benefit the story at all?
okay, those are literally 5 seconds, man. We had half an episode benefiting to nothing to Boba's character.
You know what I said about
you
earlier?
can't defend it like that.
You know what I said
Again,
about earlier?
literally Dave Filoni is feeding you with fast food type of cameos, just so you say, "Whoa, that was cool," and then you like it so much that you don't want anyone else to hate it. Just like
You
you're
know what I
doing
was
right
saying
now.
earlier with Spider-Man No Way Home and Matt Murdock was the only true cameo?
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't any true cameos in the show. Like, most of them were just characters in the show. And then sometimes it just didn't, and most of the characters in this just didn't benefit the plot at all, and yeah. It didn't benefit the plot. If it's 5 seconds, like the Justice League or Stan Lee or
I don't
Daredevil,
think cameos. I don't think cameos, at least in the old ways, exist that much anymore.
that is
I
a
think-
valid point. Yeah, 5 seconds. Those are true cameos, but these are essentially characters that don't benefit the story as a whole, we believe.
So yeah.
And this is why I don't want Dave Filoni to run Star Wars. Like, at the beginning, I was like, yeah, this guy totally should run it. This guy seems like a real big fan, He feels
Yeah, I
he
think
has
it was like the Kevin Feige of Star Wars, honestly.
he has a respect for
He
the
was trained by
lore.
George Lucas as well, so
He has a
that's-
respect.
Yeah.
He has a respect for the lore. I mean, literally in the making the Mandalorian documentary, he said, "Oh my God, I can't wait to see how we do the slave one inside." That was such a nerd moment. But it was now it's just like, I feel like if we give Dave Filoni full creative control, he'll just make Star Wars his own
Historical
personal
box.
toy box.
Yeah.
And it's just nothing special, really. In general.
And it would only just be, "Whoa, that was awesome, dude," and that's it. It's not gonna make really good stories.
Yeah, I hope they can learn from this show. I honestly thought it was okay. Not okay, just kind of bad. I
Honestly,
think.
if we're only going by Boba's side, I think it was honestly bad and boring. But if
It's
we're going
not-
Boba and Mando side, then I think it was just okay. Mando
not-
carried.
I still liked it in the end.
I don't think it's horrible. I just think it kind of sucked. I would give it, the show as a whole, maybe a 5.5 out of 10.
Okay, quick question for you, Lego. Did you like the first 4 episodes? Or
Yeah,
do
I
you think
did.
they were boring or slow?
No, I like them all.
Okay. Because I was about to say, like, if you said no, they were like boring and bland or whatever, and
Oh
then
no,
you
it's
like the last 3
fascinating
episodes,
seeing.
then I was gonna say, there you go, Mando carried.
It's fascinating seeing Boba's history as well
It
as
is.
how
It is.
he operates as the. I also liked how he's operating his new crime.
It is.
His new crime.
It is.
His new.
However, yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm trying to think of the word because I'm crime.
It
Crime
is.
Empire, I think it is.
It is, however, it's unfortunate how much time it took away from the present day plot. I mean, it's my favorite part of the show, but it just took a lot of time from the present day plot. I mean, you look at Punisher with those flashbacks; they did not take time away from the plot at all.
There
They
weren't that many
added depth.
flashbacks in Punisher.
Yeah, it did. With this war in Afghanistan, all those when he's in the tent, those
Oh.
are real flashbacks. His family with Billy Russo, those are a bunch of flashbacks. Like honestly, more than Boba Fett. Had way more in just the first one season.
I honestly don't remember because I don't think there were in that many flashbacks at all because I think it's not every episode of Punisher has flashbacks, if I remember correctly.
Not every episode, no, not every episode, because it's 13 episodes. But
yeah,
it had
But,
more flashbacks than
Oh,
Boba.
sorry. But yeah, I would just want to say that with Boba Fett, I did like the Tusken Raider flashbacks, but I was talking to Saba about it, right? And
I was gonna. Oh.
No, wait. I was talking to Saba about it, and then he was telling me, it would have been way cooler if they show like Boba's past as bounty hunter and how he got tired of it. I think that would have been way more interesting. Like, I think we should have seen both sides because the Tusken Raiders ended up being very relevant at the end for the payoff.
I didn't hear you said that it would have been cool to see him say, "I'm tired of." What he made him decide to not be a bounty hunter anymore?
Yeah, seeing his bounty hunter days.
Oh, so the reason he decided was because of what the Sarlacc pit. It gave him a second chance. He's like, I don't want to work for these idiots anymore.
It would get him killed, but it would also, the show was 7 episodes, right?
He's got a second chance of life, and he doesn't want to waste it working for idiots anymore.
The show was 7 episodes, right? And I bring up time management, and it essentially just wasted knocked 2 episodes out, so you just have 5 episodes. And the flashbacks took over a good half of it, so you have 2.5 episodes to actually develop the plot, get story, explore the characters more. And with maybe 10 episodes, maybe 13 if you want to add those extra boba and things, you could have explored it way more and just benefited the show as a whole. And that's why I think short shows just really don't explore anything or hit the ground running. They're just there unless it's like an event. I just think that's really it.
I think the way I see the show, again, bringing up Saba's take on it, it's just a very trash build-up, but a great payoff at the end.
Yeah, I thought the finale was pretty good. I mean, it was better than the last 2 episodes, but it was still kind of just, I don't know. I didn't like the show personally. Maybe a 5.5. It was very mediocre, kind of bad. But what do you guys think? What's your overall score?
Overall score, dude.
I'd give it an 8 or 9.
809.
I would
8
say
or 9.
That is a very hot take right there. More hot than hot takes with Saba right here. You got some competition.
Is it hot? I mean, you look at the internet nowadays, all they care about is cameo. So is it really a hot take at the end of the day now?
I guess you're
Star
right.
Wars.
But my take, I guess I would give it a 6, and I'm only giving it a 6 because Mando carry. But I'm not gonna give it higher than that because
I would give it a 6, but there was a lot of stuff that I thought was just kind of pretty bad. And that's it. That's our streaming shows. We don't really have anything streaming shows until March. Name drop. What? We don't have any streaming shows.
Yeah.
With Marvel's Batman.
We don't have any streaming shows till March 30th. But let's talk about what's happening down on Disney Plus on March 16th. And
I mean, actually, wait. Before we get into that, I think this is a great segue to one of our topics today, and that is the Moon Knight teasers and posters.
yeah, let's talk about Moon Knight as a general.
Yeah, since we just got into it. So
Marvel's Batman is awesome.
I'm not a Moon Knight fan. I've never gotten into his comics. I mean, there's probably a bunch of people. A part of me wants to just sit out the show and just avoid spoilers and just wait for a true Moon Knight fan to tell me, "Oh, this is a really good introduction for you. You could probably be good without reading it." But it's just like, I don't know. I don't know.
I am cautious. I don't know. I mean, I'm hyped for every MCU thing because I've liked most, if not all of it. And I'm not going to wait for a Moon Knight fan to tell me if it's good or not. I'm going to watch it.
It looks like good fast food Disney Plus. With its 6 episodes, I have to call it fast food, honestly. But I think it's bringing something unique with spiritual stuff. But at the end of the day, I mean, with the trailer, I mean, if you could have just had some spiritual music, I would have benefited, made it look more. But they had some weird rap song. I get it was for the. I mean, maybe it was for the Super Bowl. I mean, that's what it would grab people's attention. But he was just like, that song didn't fit. Like, why not have some spiritual music? It would get you invested. You know, the thing about this,
I don't think Moon Knight is going to be that spiritual as you think it is.
it probably will be crime fighting. Maybe not. I just don't know. I probably will wait. It's only 6 weeks I have to wait for the show to finish. And
I'm going to watch it.
have someone talk about it. I don't care about spoilers, really. But
I don't know too much about Moon Knight, but I'm fairly excited.
meaning,
I like
know.
what I'm seeing. I'm actually interested in seeing what are they gonna do with the character, and I mean, maybe if I like it a lot, I'll get into some of the comics. Since
with Daredevil,
I know SVP, you can tell me any comic I need to get into. So.
With Daredevil, I asked SVP himself, "Hey, is Daredevil a good starting point for the character if you haven't really read any comics?" And he said yes, and now he is my third favorite superhero. I just started reading a bunch of the Bendis run, and the character has so much.
I always say I'm gonna read comics, but I phased out of that moment of my life reading comics. I only read ones that truly intrigue me.
Written by Zack Snyder.
With Daredevil, it just really dropped you in. It really just showed the world of Daredevil. And with Moon Knight, I'm afraid it might not be able to explore that world with the 6 episodes in one season.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it does. I hope it really does. I hope it's a good starting point. I hope the MCU just doesn't make it just a casual crowd pleaser, casual piece of Disney Plus fast food. I hope it's actually, something well to the table. Okay.
I mean, it's not impossible to make a good show with 6 episodes. Like, again, I look at Loki. I think the show was pretty solid outside the solstice.
You can. I mean, not just with Loki. You can just look at movies. Those are like 2 hours or 3 hours.
And that's exactly the point. Marvel is essentially with these 6 episodes. They are not making a show. They are making a
movie. Yeah.
Director's cut of a movie. And that is not something that should be good because it will honestly ruin the magic of TV shows.
I mean, you're kind of right. The only ones that I did feel like were shows were WandaVision and Hawkeye.
WandaVision and Hawkeye too, because of the finale. It just didn't explore anything.
Look at Kingpin right here. Because, Kingpin would have come in at the very start of the 3rd act. And as in a TV show, it doesn't translate well because that would mean he has to come in at the very, very end of the show, which is the last episode, and he just doesn't have any time to shine, really.
Precisely. But with WandaVision, you had 9 episodes. You could have explored it. It's a limited series, so you take time, you developed it. And with What If, too, it was more of a story inside a story. It had arcs and specific things, and eventually it all came into the dinner. Those are TV shows.
Yeah, those are actual TV shows, yeah.
Those are real TV shows, because they're just more than 6 episodes. With 6 episodes, you're just watching a movie. That's really all. It's really all it is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Which I'm not a big fan of. So with Moon Knight, I just really think part of me just thinks the Netflix writers would have been good because these guys really understand the lore and stuff. And with 13 episodes, I really think you can explore Moon Knight in a just terrific way. But I'm sure it'll have good performances. I'm sure it will just be another good MCU film. I'm just a bit worried of how it will stand out in general, just of superhero shows and just normal media.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be carefully excited. Like, I'm excited, but I'm not gonna, set my levels really high.
Blade showing up. Blade showing up might be cool, but Mr. Knight, I've heard that it's too early to bring in Mr. Knight. I don't know. I heard some people say, I don't care, Mr. Knight then. Okay, cool. I mean, if he's another personality, fine. If they really explore this DID, I think it will be pretty cool. But I don't know. I'm just afraid of how this show will stand out. The grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
And what do you guys think? Do you think it might not stand out well? What do you think?
You can.
There's no way to tell, really. I think it's going to be good.
It's going to be good, probably, but standing out.
I think it's just gonna maybe be good fast food Disney Plus.
Of course.
At the very least.
And now, talking about things that stand out, let's talk about the Batman. And early reviews are in, non-spoilers, of course, but what we're hearing so far is that the Batman really understands the world of Batman. This Batman understands that you don't have to go super serious. You don't need to be super realistic. You can be grounded if you want to be grounded. You can be grounded if you want to be grounded. You can be wacky if you want to be wacky. And I've heard with the Batman with his 3-hour long, it can't.
Honestly, I've seen so many 3 hours that kind of turns me down a little bit.
But with this movie, you hear it does all of that, and it understands the world of Batman. Because at the end of the day, that is Batman. If it wants to be grounded, it can be grounded. If it wants to be wacky, it can be wacky. If it wants to be character-driven, it can be character-driven. And I've heard the movie does all that and blends it well. It doesn't make it overstuffed and things like that. And
I am interested in the Riddler. That's probably one of the more exciting things for me. Just their interpretation of the Riddler.
Me as well. I think the Zodiac Killer is an interesting pivot on the, classic narcissistic character Batman film that I really love. I thought he was really cool in Batman Arkham Knight, and maybe this, because I heard this guy is still a narcissist, but he's more of a psychopath.
Yeah.
I've heard that he's gonna actually be fun. Like, he's gonna be fun in the movie. So
yeah,
I'm very excited for that. Because I thought they were gonna just skip that part of the Riddler since they were gonna do for a more grounded, more serious.
That they skip what?
Skip the more fun side of Riddler,
Oh.
But no, apparently he's gonna actually be fun in the movie. So I'm actually excited for that. Since I thought they were actually gonna skip the whole part of the character.
Initially, at first, when I see the trailers, I was hyped out in my mind, but as time went on, I kind of looked at the actual year one. I kind of thought, is it too beginner-esque, if that makes any sense? But I heard, after watching the Gadget video, it essentially says everything is handmade, and, everything's good.
It's year 2, so if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's year 2, and everything is handmade, everything is grounded, Bruce has made it all. And I was like, maybe this could actually work, and it could be a cool development into maybe
It'd be cool.
Lucius Fox or whoever that Harry guy is. The two tech guys who make Bruce's gadgets, make them all spiffy and techy. That would have been...
It was only Lucius, I think.
There's another deaf man named Harry, I think.
Is he still in the comics?
I don't think he is. I think Lucius is.
Yeah, so it's just Lucius.
And I've heard with this movie, it's just a damn good movie in general. It's horror, it's noir, it's gritty. It's just a damn good movie.
So the real question is, are you going to sneak in a Batman calzone into the theater and eat it while watching the movie?
We should all do that. Hopefully, Little Caesars promo lasts maybe a couple weeks after its 1 month theater release, and it drops on HBO Max, so we can just get the boys over,
Oh,
have the
I was
Batman
just
couch
gonna.
open, and watch.
I was just gonna sneak it, like legit, sneak it into the theater.
And with
Be
the
wearing,
and
one of those exercise backpacks. I'm sure they won't suspect the thing. Put it all in a plastic bag.
I've heard
Well,
the Rotten Tomatoes score has given it 89% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is a B plus. And honestly,
they're still all tallying them up though, because
critics,
not all the reviews have come out yet.
Here's the thing: when people say "I don't care," I don't trust critics. You shouldn't either. It's really just whenever someone gives it a bad score, something you like gives it a bad score. Okay, they're still people with valid opinions. Now, all critics have invalid opinions. But if you actually want to go with more, less critical people, go on to Letterboxd, and the graph for early reviews shows that it has a mostly 5-star graph. Is that subjective to change? Yes, that'll totally probably be subjective to change. It's very close. I mean, The Matrix was initially at 4 stars, then it went up to 3 stars. So, The Matrix 4, I mean. But
yeah,
we'll just see when the movie comes out. I am just hyped. I think this movie is just going to be a damn good movie in general.
Also, visually, I gotta say that it's just very cinematic. It looks really good.
It looks
like a work of art. Movies with a lower budget always just somehow make lighting, make it look like a work of art. I hate to bring.
It's funny you say the low budget thing, because I thought I read something earlier today about it having rumored to have a $200 million budget.
Yeah, I heard it had a lower than that. But, with the Batman, Joker, Logan, Daredevil, they all looked like art. They all looked like art. Every shot, it looked like a painting.
And I mean, when you go through the trailers of the Batman, like you can't pause the trailers at any point, and sometimes you can see like a comic book panel right there. Like when you see the rooftop with Catwoman, like that's literally a comic panel right there. And it's just really beautiful.
Looks like art. I get Arkham vibes, Arkham Games vibes whenever I'm just looking at the trailer and looking at Gotham City. It just get Arkham Games vibes.
Mm-hmm.
And Arkham's my favorite adaptation of Batman, so I'm just very excited. That's how it is.
Not 1960s Batman.
Sure.
What?
Yeah. Legend.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, I mean, even like the city of Gotham, like I didn't think about this until I was like watching some reviews of the Dark Knight trilogy. But like it's just like it's making Gotham look like its own thing. It's not like making it look pretty plain.
In
if you know what I mean.
Dark Knight, the reason I like the Dark Knight is it made Gotham look like a character. It made it actually feel like an actual character, an actual thing that can be heard.
I think 89 made a better job at that.
Yeah, I feel like every adaptation, except for Batman vs Superman, because that's technically not a full Batman movie, has made Gotham look and feel like a character.
Not exactly. Tim Burton's Gotham looked cool, but you didn't care about the civilians. You didn't care about the city. You cared about Batman punching the Penguin as a joke.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think visually, at the very least, 89 made a great job. But the Dark Knight trilogy, I think, like civilians-wise, as a character, I think it did a good job. But visually-wise, I don't think it reached that point at 89. At some points, it did look.
Dark Knight's Gotham is just Chicago, really.
Yeah. Well, when you think about it, sometimes it just looks pretty bland and
it's
boring.
A realistic twist, but
I mean, for what he's going for, I guess, yeah.
But he still made it a character that can actually be hurt and.
Yeah, in that regard, I do agree.
Fair. I need to rewatch the movies though.
I will
right now. Transformers.
I will watch the Dark Knight right before it comes out, so I have a good comparison of possibly 2 favorite Batman movies. We'll see.
Yeah.
But now that we're done with the Batman, it will stream on HBO Max in I think 1 month.
45 days, I think.
25 days. That's a. Oh wow.
No, that's in 45, isn't it? 45 after
Yeah,
the
45.
theatrical release.
Hey, Art. By the way, Gotham's gonna be seen in daylight on the Batman too. But now let's talk about at the streaming of the Batman. Let's move over back to Disney Plus, and I'm very excited because Disney Plus is bringing back the
Iron Fist.
classic Marvel shows, and I just can't help but go.
Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah! Yes! Yes!
I'm just so hyped on my mind when I was sitting on lunch and I heard the news. I was just like,
And the fact that Disney Plus is now having parental controls as well means there's a possibility for more mature content to come onto the service.
Exactly. I'm actually thinking, is Disney actually having the balls to make TVMA and exploring the adult version? Are they?
There's also the question. There's also a question: is Hulu going away?
Yeah. Oh, Hulu is just spam. Southern Country just Star. I mean, I don't know, but it's the thing of, is Disney actually having the balls to explore their R-rated genres and stuff like that?
It would be cool to see a Disney's Alien.
Yeah.
Especially now that she's a Disney princess, technically.
Hold on. Everyone pause. Art just set us up for something. Panda, I was doing stuff for my mother. Alright, you were doing something to your mother?
It's your mom!
But, anyways. But, yeah, it's just like, Disney's actually having the balls to make R-rated content. I'm a little iffy. I'm not sure if Disney won't censor anything at all. I think they might censor a few stuff, but I'll look at the mainly parts that could be censored. I mean, I'll take a look at those, the bloody scenes, the adult scenes, I mean, language scenes. I'll take a look at see if those are censored, because I'm a little iffy on that, but we'll see in time. I just don't think you can censor any of these shows. You can't censor Jessica Jones. That show deals with a lot of adult trauma and very brave.
So, I mean, they haven't censored anything on the X-Men movies either, and those do their mandatory one F word of movie.
Oh, yeah.
And Days of Future Past also shows Wolverine's butt.
Yeah. Disney probably censor things with it. Maybe not. They're having it where you can put a setting and you get mature content. I think that's
the only thing I think they censored was the movie Splash in one scene, but that's it.
I think that's pretty sick how it's going to be a setting that you can have and you can just...
Yeah. It's going to be cool.
Alright. Let's watch some stuff on this platform. Disney has a family-friendly image, but if they really should experience with, the adult genre and what people think of that. And, people like serious things. They like to sit down, watch serious things. And I think that's pretty cool that Disney's going this way.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Because, for example, Disney can compete with HBO Max with stuff like, they have, Mickey Mouse and HBO has Scooby-Doo. But then they can compete with stuff like Peacemaker because they don't want to stream anything that is very gory or R-rated or stuff like that.
By the way, Art's there. So,
Yay!
Yay!
You made it.
I'm also kind of relieved because my cousin does have Hulu, but I think it'd be cool if they added it to Disney Plus, just so I can sit right here and watch the show on my phone. And it's gonna be cool because I spent 12 hours watching The Punisher, trying to finish.
Oh yeah, you said that. How was it? Just 12 hours straight.
It wasn't bad. It was literally 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. It was nothing bad.
I've only watched an entire show like so many hours straight 3 times.
My dad did make me rewind 4 episodes to catch him up. That's why I didn't finish the season finale initially on that 12-hour rewatch.
The only time I've been watched are Stranger Things season 3 and Iron Fist season 2, I think.
Yeah, this thing of I'm probably now I'm gonna have all these shows on my belt. I can just sit back over here and just watch the show on my phone or PlayStation. And just I have me time to watch these shows, which is very nice. That's more of a personal issue thing. I'm just excited that I can actually, watch them and just chill and watch them. I'm just kind of excited. And also the thing is, the matter is the Netflix portion of Marvel is my favorite part of the MCU. I think it's the most unique. It's the most, appealing. It's dark. It's serious. I think it's the most unique part of the MCU. So the fact that Disney's actually bringing these back on the same platform in the MCU, even if they might be canon, they might not be canon. It's still just really cool how Disney acknowledges these shows, even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, these things, it's really cool that it's back.
So now that we're allowing more mature shows on Disney Plus, do you think we're gonna get Cloak and Dagger and Hellstrom ported to Disney Plus?
Maybe.
Hellstrom isn't MCU canon anymore, I don't think.
It never was. It never was.
Okay, so in the same interview, they said it wasn't canon. They said it was canon.
That's so very vague.
Yeah.
I'm gonna count it as not because I need a reason to say why I didn't watch it during my MCU binge marathon.
Here's a reason you don't have to watch it. It's bad.
Oh, that too. No, but that's not an excuse because I saw it in Humans.
I'm curious.
And Iron Fist season 1.
I'm curious with the way
and Jessica Jones season 2.
I'm curious with the way if they have this mature setting. I'm curious if they'll put classic properties that they now own. Aliens. I wonder if they'll put the old Alien movies on there. The Predator. I wonder if they'll put all these classic R-rated movies. Logan, Deadpool. I mean, the possibility.
Deadpool's on Hulu right now, so I don't think they would.
But they have a bunch of possibilities. I think Disney Plus is just expanding more and more. I mean, last year they said that they would put on the Sony Spider-Man movies, and it's just Disney Plus is really going out. I think it's gonna at one point be the most expansive streaming service in terms of Marvel and Star Wars and Predator, Alien, so forth and so on. Just Disney is.
Quick thing on Predator. When you mentioned that, I wanted to look up if Disney owns them, and I forgot that they were in a legal battle with the writers over who gets to own that franchise.
Yeah, they own. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Here's a movie I hope we get on Disney Plus. New Mutants. I want to watch it.
Is it on? No, it's on HBO. I saw that because we use a free T-Mobile Redbox rental.
T-Mobile, make mobile better.
Hey,
also,
at least
just Star Panda.
T-Mobile gives us Netflix and Redbox. So. And Paramount. And Paramount.
Okay,
so we get Paw Patrol.
Panda, Hellstrom is a show that was canceled early, that was originally set in the MCU, but maybe not. It's confusing because they're from the same person has given two conflicting answers, and it's about a character no one cares about, and a character that I only know about because he dated Patsy Walker for a bit.
The only reason I know about him is from the show, and that's legit the only reason you need to know about him.
Anyways, this is just really awesome that we're getting this mature content and Disney's experimenting. I just think that's cool. But what are your guys' final thoughts?
I'm hyped, especially since Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I could probably rewatch that, maybe.
Me too. I gotta check that out.
I'm excited to watch Luke Cage after I finish Runaways.
Super. What
How's
about you?
Runaways?
Runaways is really good.
What's your final thoughts on Disney adding mature?
On the Disney whole Disney Plus thing, I think it's a great decision in part of Disney. I think the fact that us having to watch the mature things on Hulu was pretty dumb, considering overseas what they had stars. It was just, I don't know, I just felt like it was just a really dumb decision having us pay for extra. So now them adding the Netflix shows into Disney Plus and adding the parental controls thing makes me think that we can see more mature content coming in the future, or maybe they're just making an exception. I don't know. But I'm hoping it's just for more mature content in the future. And they
the possibilities are now wide open for Disney and adult content in order to explore.
And I think this is a really good signal for a possibility of a Daredevil season 4. Like, it could stream on Disney Plus. I think it's great.
And also, you can renew all the old shows: Jessica Jones season 4, Punisher season 3. Yeah, all these guys can.
Can we please? Okay, I know, Iron Fist, blah blah bad, but like, can we please get Iron Fist season 3? The second season is on a cliffhanger.
Even though Iron Fist is the worst out of the shows, if I had to pick one show to continue on, that would be Iron Fist.
Maybe they can get the Shang-Chi writers in on Iron Fist and help with that.
Honestly, I'd love to see Shang-Chi cross over with Iron Fist.
Same.
Also, one more thing about this whole Disney Plus thing. When they add it to Disney Plus, they're going to have to decide where to put it in the category in Marvel. Because they either have to put it in the MCU category or the Marvel Legacy category.
Okay, so
we're going to see if they're canon or not.
Okay, they don't have to put in the Marvel Legacy category because they
can put it in Marvel Television.
They put the stuff like what Agent Carter in Marvel Television.
Isn't Peggy Carter not canon though?
Yeah, it is canon.
They're very vague. I don't understand the point of why it's so vague anymore.
Because nobody at Marvel Studios like working with Marvel Television.
No, it's because Kevin Feige didn't run television.
I could see maybe Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. being added to the Marvel Television part, and then having the rest of the Netflix shows be added to MCU if they are canon. I'm thinking they're canon.
We know Peggy Carter's canon because tie-ins to the one-shot, but also because
Endgame
doesn't
contradict
anything. Referenced it.
It doesn't contradict anything.
If it was additionally canon and doesn't contradict much or can be explained away, it's canon.
Plus, Jarvis showed up in the movie, so
yeah. But also, Bobby from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Laura Barton.
Oh.
That can just be explained as there were two Mockingbirds. She
was never Agent 19. She was say Agent 20.
All right, so finishing up with what's on Disney Plus. Let's go through real quick. Free Guys out on Disney Plus. That's cool.
I rewatched it recently, actually. Pretty good.
Super Pieces is the resident Free Guy simp.
Free Guy.
No, that is Sabo.
I thought Free Guy was good. I just don't think the comedy was really there for me. I think it felt like we were in 2016. Yeah.
Fair.
No, Darth. It's okay. The movie isn't the problem. You are the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You're definitely the problem.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just a personal bias. I give it an honest 8 out of 10. But
the movie has Korg in it, which means it's an automatic 10 out of 10.
True.
Therefore,
it also has a Chris Evans cameo and they use the Captain America shield.
Yeah,
and they use a lightsaber.
Free Guy was in streaming hell. Originally it was on HBO Max, and on UK it was on Disney Plus. Now it's fully on Disney Plus. That was kind of weird. But now it's here, and go check it out on Disney Plus if you want.
It's weird how Free Guy and possibly New Mutants will be on HBO Max and Disney Plus.
Yeah.
No, New Mutants is just on HBO because that came out before the new deal was struck.
So we're just gonna probably cut Multiverse of Madness. What are you guys thoughts on trailers and stuff like that?
I'm excited.
Honestly, I'm very excited. Yeah, very interesting.
I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see Ultron, like the Ultron bots, Maria, and
Professor X.
Here's my thoughts on Multiverse of Madness. All right, it's very in depth. You're gonna want to sit down for this, and you're gonna want to listen. My thoughts are drugs.
Oh, here we go again. It's gonna get off the rails from here.
Sussy substance.
Here we go again.
No, that's all my thoughts. The movie is just drugs.
I mean, have you seen
Why?
Steve Ditko's art?
The movie is drugs. I mean, look at the visual effects. Look at the
Have
stuff
you
it's
seen
doing.
Steve Ditko's art?
Yeah, we obviously.
Okay,
The
so
movie-
what you're saying right now is that what we're seeing in Multiverse of Madness it is what you see when you take those sussy substances.
Of course.
Hmm.
The trailer looked like a drug trip, and not in a bad way. It looked visually amazing. It looked very awesome and, high scaled and pretty cool to see.
But yeah, I mean, I gotta say,
They're-
visually, also it looks great.
I'm
And
expecting
once
some-
again, it doesn't look
some-
boring. It doesn't look bland. It has its own thing going on, and I think
It's
that's
Sam
all-
Raimi. It's going to be incredibly
Yeah.
horror-like. The visual effects just look great. But here's the thing that I'm worried about with Benedict Cumberbatch a little while ago said, I don't think I think I'm kind of a background character.
When did you
That's
say
not-
that?
He essentially said in an interview, I'm afraid there's so much stuff going on that I'm kind of just a background character.
I
don't want-
mean, we got one. Okay, we got
We got Wanda. We got Wong.
we got
Yeah.
Wanda, Wong, Professor X, Tom
But
Cruise.
here's the thing:
But this is still
we got four
Strange.
doctors. We got four Doctor Strange. He could be referring to one of those.
This is still Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Sure, it's gonna be about the multiverse. It's gonna be exploring, but it's also Doctor Strange. What's gonna happen to his character? Is he gonna be written well? I mean, these are all
Remember in-
important questions.
Back
I
when
do have
we-
faith just because of how they handle No Way Home. Like they actually know how to handle
Yeah,
cameos and still have
they
the main character still be the main character without the other
But they
cameo
never,
characters taken away from it.
but they never said anything like Cumberbatch said himself. I mean, this is coming from the main star himself, so it's a little worrying there.
I mean, it is worrying, but you never know if it's just a troll, just like Paul Bettany did with the
Yeah.
Vision.
yeah. What was the
yeah.
site from? What was the
Yeah.
site?
I found it was very cute when they asked Patrick Stewart. He wasn't going full on Andrew Garfield. Was like, "Hey, was that you in the trailer?" He was like, "I was at home watching football. I don't know what they were talking about. I was sitting there waiting for football."
No, in other interviews, he actually did confirm it. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's." I think it was like very exciting. They just literally just saw like part of my back and part of my earlobe. Like that was crazy. So
So did he say? Yes
Hey,
or
I
no?
watched enough Star
Yes,
Trek to
of
know
course.
that.
That's literally his voice, dude. Like it is.
I've watched enough Star Trek to recognize that voice, back of head, and part of earlobe.
Obviously, we all have.
Yeah.
It is him. We don't need confirmation. It is him.
Me and Arthur Turkey. And that's just Multiverse of Madness. It looked.
I'm
Like
interested how like deep they'll delve into America Chavez's like origin and her
Indeed.
moms, and
Mhm.
if they'll.
I mean, this is gonna be a long movie, so they're gonna have time to develop everything. So I
Indeed.
do like that aspect.
Indeed, it doesn't look like your typical MCU fast food. Maybe it's like the menu special.
The menu special.
Yeah,
Maybe
So
not
you're
fine
comparing
dining.
all MCU to fast food now?
Maybe not fine dining, but the menu special.
it's the McRib.
It's,
That
I
makes
don't like ribs.
The Whopper, the Big Mac.
I would call fast food MCU would be something like Black Widow.
Something like the shows, yeah.
I'd say MCU fast food is like
Spider-Man No Way Home.
No, okay, I gotta admit, the
Shang-Chi-
Shang-Chi was cinema.
Shang-Chi
Yeah,
was the
Shang-Chi
menu
is
special.
great.
Shang-Chi was the menu special, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was literally an obscure character that
No,
not many people
Shang-Chi
were
was
aware about.
the Shang-Chi
That's
was the Shang-Chi was the 10-piece chicken nugget.
Yeah,
And-
probably.
Right. I mean, what do you consider the 10-piece chicken nugget to be? Good or bad?
Maybe the quarter pounder.
Good.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe the
What do you
quarter
consider Eternals?
I
Definitely the
really
McRib.
like Eternals. I
Me
like
too.
that there was that it's more like a I guess
History.
you'd say
Like a documentary.
communal.
a very cool documentary of Marvel. I thought that was kind of cool.
I like that it didn't really focus on just specifically one character. I like movies that have multiple characters they focus on. Like Matrix Resurrections, part of the reason I liked that was because it had multiple characters we focus on.
I just thought it was fine. It's mostly boring.
I've kind of got like burnout on things like Iron Man, the Iron Man movies where it's just Iron Man. And that's just my example.
Yeah.
Well,
I can.
Just like solo movies that take solo to.
All right. You want to go to Lego?
let's talk about the Penguin show real quick. TVMA possibly. We really shouldn't have much to say. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, they don't have as much restrictions in streaming, so yeah, I can see that happening.
Okay, so DC decided, hey, remember how we ended Gotham? Remember how we're having this new Batman movie? Remember how Gotham was a show mainly about the GCPD and the Penguin?
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna do a show about the GCPD, and then we're gonna do a show about the Penguin.
Smart move.
Mm-hmm. It's all about the money.
TVMA,
it's all about the money.
Serious.
Spider-Man.
Let's go money.
TVMA, still serious. Look, I'll check it out.
It's cinema.
I agree.
It's cinema.
But
we should get Martin Scorsese on this podcast.
No,
that's
real.
Anyways, let's talk about some quick pop. Let's talk about the We Are Heroes DC spot, which essentially shows what DC has in store for us for the coming year. It's literally just 5-second clips. It showed off characters. Pierce Brosnan in Black Adam, Cyclone, Atom Smasher, Hawkman. Their suits look really good. They look really fancy.
I love the Atom Smasher suit and the Doctor's Fate suit.
Yeah,
I know some people think it's a bit boring. I'm not naming off any names, but I love the Cyclops. It's not Cyclops, Psylocke suit. Not Psylocke, Cyclone. Yeah.
It does look a bit like Cersei from Eternals, in my opinion.
Yeah, it does look a bit like Cersei.
Hawkman looks really good. I dig the red in the suit.
I'm not big on Hawkmans.
I dig the red in the suit. I think it looks good. And the rest,
Atom Smasher.
The rest, it was a very inspiring video. Like the music was very inspiring. The quotes they used really get you hyped. Glorious World Out There Waiting for You. That was really well done line to use. And it just gave us some quick clips of Flash and Aquaman. Nothing really new. And there was no new Batman footage. Just Black Adam was your main focus.
Is this what those pictures I saw earlier of Firefly from Batgirl, like the back of them, were from?
No.
Those
are new
leaks. A couple weeks ago. But it's the We Are Heroes DC TV spot, and we are incredibly excited for what DC has this year.
Yeah.
We're incredibly excited. Let's hope it gets. I'm honestly more excited for DC's future this year than Marvel's, in my opinion, movie-wise.
I mean, I'm only excited for like She-Hulk and Doctor Strange.
And Thor for me. Thor and Doctor Strange are for me.
Thor,
I'm excited.
Doctor Strange, and She-Hulk are the things I'm excited for right now.
I mean, a Flash movie.
And Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, if that counts as well.
I mean, a Flash movie, a Batman movie, an Aquaman movie, a Black Adam movie. I mean, look at that. And
a Super Pets movie.
Oh yeah, Crypto the
That's
Super
gonna be the cinema. Best
yeah,
movie
and
of the
possibly Batgirl, and then possibly Batgirl. If you look at Marvel, you get Thor, Doctor Strange, side characters.
Side characters.
Wakanda Forever.
Oh.
What else are they releasing this year?
Wait, is She-Hulk this year or next year?
I think it's this year.
It's coming out after Miss Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the question is, when's Miss Marvel coming out?
After Moon Knight, I'm guessing.
They haven't said when Miss Marvel's coming out.
Yeah.
Probably after Moon Knight. Hopefully,
Miss
after
Marvel
Moon
is
Knight.
about to be the best thing ever to come out in the MCU. Can I get an amen?
Yeah, amen.
Amen.
Sabo, Sabo, amen.
As long we know why Super said that it's gonna have BTS in it.
Yep.
Okay, but
We just got BTS to do a cameo.
okay, but
All right, so now let's talk about some quick things. Indiana Jones 5 has recently wrapped up filming. It's
Oh,
coming out
yeah.
next year. Got delayed, very sad. And now something
Yeah,
funny.
it's very sad. Anyway.
Beetlejuice 2 was announced after True Sport said, "Oh, I really want a sequel." After he watched the movie, and it immediately got announced right after. Coincidence?
yeah,
They waited
he literally
so-
manifested the sequel, dude.
They
Really?
waited so long to do a sequel that Winona Ryder is now older than Michael Keaton whenever he did the original.
Quick, True Sport, tell me what the next sequel should be.
Oh my gosh.
All right, and that's all we have for movies. Let's talk about some Lego. There's been a lot of Lego reveals and rumors. Leaks, of course, but we don't really need to go into leaks. There's just been a whole bunch of them. A lot of them look cool. Mando says, it's
Yeah, some of them
Somebody-
look cool and some
somebody
of them
said,
are.
forward. But let's talk about the actual reveals. The goat boat. That looks
Goat
really
boat.
cool.
It's goated.
Yeah.
That looks
Yeah.
really neat.
It's gonna be the goat of all Marvel sets.
That looks really awesome for $50. I mean, look at that. It looks like a nice deal. You get 5 minifigures. There's a few issues, but honestly, I can say, looks really cool. I want the Love and Thunder cast. Go get that set. Don't get the $20 set. That looks like just fig pack.
Plus,
But,
you get the same. You can get the same characters in the $50 plus 2 more.
exactly.
I like the goat boat. The figures in the goat boat are really nice.
Indeed.
Love the new Valkyrie.
Love the new Jane.
Yeah, Jane is really good.
Yeah, Jane's good.
And
I think she's
Korg
my
has some
favorite
good parts.
minifigure of the series.
Korg has good parts, so I can use that neck piece of Craven. Yeah, it just looks really good. $50. April might pick it up. I probably
Yeah, I think I'm
haven't-
gonna pick it up. Really good parts back and good
Yeah.
figures back. Honestly.
Also, if you want a nice little Viking boat,
Speaking of minifigure packs,
Indeed. And yeah, speaking of minifigure packs, this one was kind of revealed today.
this one was expected for me.
it was-
I expected this one coming.
I don't know what I was expecting when I was
I think
thinking.
I
we
only
should get-
expected it because Creative posted it on his server. It was coming.
I wanted.
I expected it because of the post, because of the photo in the Bro Thor set.
I wanted a Ronin. I just wanted a Ronin pack. So with a bunch of Outriders, it would have been a nice thing, and just Ronin. That would have been cool. But we can't always
get-
do that. We
You
can't
get
always
OG
do that.
Korg and Meek in his battle suit, so that's cool.
Yeah, but this
Yeah.
one.
Korg is
one's a good-
technically the only new figure in the set, but it's a good way to get Valkyrie, Thor,
I literally have.
and
I
Meek.
literally have everyone
Korg.
except. I'll still pick it up, but I literally have everyone except Korg and Meek. But the thing is, I can use that Chitauri for my endgame display. Use that Thor for extra parts. That Valkyrie, I can use
I'm
it.
probably
for
gonna use
Echo
that
parts.
Thor to make. I'm probably gonna use that Thor to make either an MCU Beta Ray Bill or Infinity War Thor.
I have that Valkyrie can be used for other parts, of course, and of course you have Korg and Meek in the builds, whatever. But it's an accessory set. Maybe $15 for this.
I don't
Does
have
feel
to. I don't have to buy the Iron Man Transformer now.
for $15. This does feel a little overpriced, but just a little. But that's probably just me. I'm kind of a cheapskate now when it comes to Lego. But but that's the thing. A lot of Lego fans aren't really these days. They just blindly throw their money out the window to new.
No, a
set.
lot of Lego fans see a set get announced and complain about the price.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
no,
No,
they really don't.
they do.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Most people now are just saying, "Oh my God, I will literally hate a $350 set because 2 inches of plastic aren't in it. Oh no, I definitely won't get this."
You always
speaking
say
of-
that, but
Honestly, I
there's
think
more
like
to that
can
than
be frustrating sometimes.
Okay, no, this is a segue. Speaking of people complaining about prices, the Mandalorian Starfighter set.
Oh, that's a fine price. I mean, with Star Wars tax, 70, 60, but that's just Star Wars tax. I mean,
The one figure I don't
Honestly,
like from
like
the Naboo Starfighter
the size
is
of
probably Motto.
the size of the set. Looking at the size of the set, 60 seems fair.
yeah, 60. Yeah, exactly. And enough people complain about prices, but it probably when you get it in hand, it will feel like 60, but I don't know. I won't get it. I don't think the build looks that great. I think it's kind of just but clunky. Um,
I'm
and
excited to get it because I like, even though the Pedro Pascal face looks bad, I need a Mando still.
BD1,
I like Pelly. I like BD1.
BD,
Mhm.
best droid, Jedi Fallen Order love. Can't wait to see that set. Hopefully that's worth $100. But yeah, this won't become the next Grievous Starfighter. I think Grievous Starfighter was really overpriced, but
Oh yeah, no, I think this one is not the best, but still not horrible.
I don't think the set's anything great. The Boba Fett throne room, um,
That's good. I like it.
I like it.
it's
I
good.
wish it was based on Book of Boba Fett and we got like Chrysanthemum and
I just wish that the roof was
okay. We know why the roof doesn't hurt the set, and we know why they didn't do it.
Can't see
So-
myself
Mhm.
spending $100 on that though. I can't. The volume seems
No,
okay.
it looks like $100 set. I just don't know if I want to buy it because
In terms of Star Wars,
$1,000.
in terms of Star Wars, sure, yeah. But
No, not even in terms of Star Wars. Like it's bigger than the Endgame final battle set. Like
Yeah,
much bigger.
yeah, much bigger. But let's we're forgetting about a couple sets, but we should have talked about Thor's hammer earlier when we were talking about the other Thor set.
Oh yeah, Thor's
that
hammer.
looks-
I can't wait to get this set.
I'm not getting it, but that looks like a really awesome deal. I mean, have you seen the size of that?
Yeah, you get a
What's the
big
price on it?
Mjolnir. You get a big Mjolnir. You get our only Thor 1 figure.
It's
You
a
get-
whatever fig, but
I don't like that
No, like-
face that they use. They
I
should have
don't
gone
like
back
the
to the
face, but, like,
2012.
I don't like the face, but I'm just gonna like order the Age of Ultron face and use it.
but like the
I'm
size of it.
biased, and I say that the 2012 one is still the best.
And then you get a complete Infinity Gauntlet because of the fake Infinity Gauntlet and Odin's
Yeah.
hammer.
And the Tesseract and stuff. And the size of it, the design overall, it looks really good, but it's a little simple. But for $100, that thing is huge, and it's literally
The
a
one
replica.
the one thing I wish the set had, I wish there was like on the panel on the side it had the writing that said, "Whosoever they be worthy."
Yeah, that would have been
Gain
cool.
the power of Thor.
Or the Asgardian symbol, either or some
Yeah.
little ornate details on the side, like the hammer has. That would've been
Yeah,
Did it have the leather strap? I don't remember.
yeah, it has a leather strap on the bottom, like the
Nice.
hammer in the movies does.
nice.
No, the set. Does the
Oh.
set have those?
I think
only-
it did.
My only issue is the little plane, but other than that, it looks really good. I won't be picking it up, but
I'll be picking
Well-
it up because I've had a new love for display sets. I'm looking up at Carnage and Grogu right now.
I want BD1. That's why I'm holding out hope for BD1. And the rumors for Marvel really don't look like much for me. Don't think this isn't another 2021 year, and thank God my wallet's gonna actually start getting a little better. 'Cause I still gotta buy that bugle.
I still gotta
Same.
buy that Harry Potter suitcase.
Well,
I never did buy the astronomy tower.
and that Sanctorum rumor set.
Sanctum Sanctorum, I'm not getting that, but that seems cool.
Oh yeah, I gotta get the
maybe.
Doctor Strange.
That will look great on display. I will work
I got-
hard.
I gotta get the Doctor Strange set and the No Way Home Sanctum.
Also, can I just okay? You say we complain about prices a lot, but come on, that Hall of Armor rumor is totally a scam.
I haven't even paid attention to it because I wasn't interested in it, but it does sound like
It's a total scam, dude. They're giving you less armor pods. Okay, the initial set had like nine pods. You're getting less than that for 50% more the price. like literally 50% more of the price. The original one retailed for $60, but for 50% more of the price, you're getting paying $90 now. For what? Whiplash? Pepper Potts? Nick Fury? No, a card? No, no. I already got the 2 expansions, which is $90, and I have like 20 pods. I am not picking up that Hall of Fame.
You got 7 functioning pods with the original.
I thought it was 9.
No, there are 9 pods, but the other 2 are like built differently.
Oh, that doesn't matter. I mean, everyone had a built different one.
And then you got 4 with the armory.
Yeah, I got the armory. So, and that's the armory plus the original one. That's well worth $90. This new one, that's literally less than both. No, it's not good. That is a total scam. But
the one thing I like, okay, this is a bit of a sidetrack, but the one thing I like about the armory being like not being an MCU set and going with an MCU based set is that you get no repeat figures, like repeat suits.
yeah, that's nice. At the very least, that's nice.
Because then you get Mark 1, Mark 2 ish.
Mark 1 is a repeat suit. We have had Mark 1 before.
You got Mark 1, Mark 2,
Mark
Bones, Mark 5, Mark 50, and then the game suit.
I'm pretty sure we're getting Mark 1 twice.
That's weird, but also like it's a fine figure. It's cool looking.
Could have gave us Mark 4, or maybe
Please, Mark 4. I love it. I need it.
maybe scuba, maybe party armor.
Updated
Maybe
Mark 7.
one.
We need I'd like an updated Mark 7 with the with like the shoulder pads from the.
Maybe Mark 42. This is based on Iron Man 2 and 3. Maybe a Mark 42. We need an update of that desperately.
But the shoulder pads from the Wrecker figure from Bad Batch I think would work well for the Mark 7 since it's bulkier and the shoulders are the exact same shape.
Yeah, probably. But I think Mark 42 needs an update. But yeah. Yeah, I'm not picking that up. That seems like a definite scam.
Yeah.
And finally, Baby Groot. If that looks good,
there's a Baby Groot coming.
If that looks
That's
good,
more
I'll get it.
exciting. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not gonna buy it, but
$50.
Yeah.
$50.
I wish I could buy it, but I most definitely won't.
Yeah.
$50. If it looks good, I'll get it. If it looks good, if it looks creepy, maybe not. But we'll see. And we got the helmets and other stuff. There's just so much. We've missed a month of Lego, and there's a lot of news. The Muppet CMF just came out. The Star Wars rumors. There's a lot of stuff we don't really have much time for. I mean, honestly, we don't know much about the Star Wars rumors anyway. I mean, Cad Bane ship, BD1, and some other stuff. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of excited for a new Cad Bane.
$160 ship. I don't care.
Yeah, it's just
I
way
don't
too
buy
much.
I don't buy many Star Wars sets, but I should.
I don't buy many Harry Potter or Jurassic World sets.
I mean, since I'm not gonna be I mean, Jurassic World is gonna be a massive pain in my wallet, but since I'm not gonna buy many Harry Potter sets anymore. I probably will start picking up some Star Wars stuff.
Oh, Flark, we forgot to talk about Dominion. Looks cool. Sets look cool. Anyway.
Oh yeah, there's minions.
Dominion. Jurassic World Dominion.
Oh, Dominion.
Dominion.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that. I didn't include it in the list because it was pretty old, and I don't know.
Oh yeah,
if we-
Dominion
Yeah.
and
Yeah, you can talk about it.
Dominion, and we get a third Jurassic Park set.
Yes, the Jurassic Park one. I'm
Really
really excited for.
Two out of 3 Jurassic Park sets have had Ian Malcolm, and 2 out of 3 Jurassic Park sets are also big buildable T-Rexes.
Nice. Yeah. The sets look nice. Movie looks good. Anyways, we're running out of time here.
Yeah.
Talk about Fortnite.
Let's go!
Ezio Auditore is getting a skin
Cool.
from Assassin's Creed.
That's really nice. But honestly, the thing is, that should have been in the Primal season, man.
Should it have? No, it shouldn't.
Yeah,
have.
look at the buildings. Look at the buildings around 1970. That would have fit perfectly. I remember my brother playing it. Those buildings, it would have fit perfectly. Looks exactly like the Spiral.
That's not the 1970s. It's like the 1800s.
1800s, whatever. I wasn't looking. I wasn't watching.
Primal season was all like wastelandy and.
But it had some cool buildings. So it would have fit in there. Battinson. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
Another Batman. Where's Peacemaker? John Cena teased that. Where's
Isn't this our 5th Batman, or is it our 6th? No.
Six.
the
Yes.
Batman who laughed?
Do we count the Batman who laughs?
Yes.
I don't count him, but
It's
like
still
people were
Batman.
counting, so I was like, I guess.
Even then, that's still a lot of Batman.
I mean,
why
it's-
why do we need 6 Batman skins?
Because
Money.
Batman sells.
Yeah.
Like we got the comic skin and the Dark Knight skin. Those were
That's the
great.
style, though. Once those
We also got the Fortnite original, which fit with the story.
Oh yeah, we got the 0 point skin, which also like it's kind of 0 year looking, like inspired.
Yep.
And then we got the armored Batman, which I have because of comics.
So
And
it was BVS at Lego.
no,
Mhm.
it was the evil Batman from the Fortnite comics.
Yeah.
Was
okay.
he
And then
evil?
there's,
I thought he was.
then there's Batman Who Wants, yeah. And then there's Batman.
And now we got Battinson.
I think
I'm just-
Battinson is necessary because they gotta go with the movie.
Okay, if we're getting 5
Mhm.
Batman, we can totally get a stealth suit Aquaman. Just saying.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd
no,
be
I think
cool.
we're definitely getting something for Aquaman when it comes out. Since the skin they made based on the movies, it was just Battle Pass, so they're not gonna bring that back. Definitely still suit.
Where's Peacemaker, man? I mean, Cena's been teasing that. Where's my guy at? Where is he?
Yeah,
I was thinking about that, and his Instagram is just I'm posting pictures. You interpret them as you will. Y'all just interpret it wrong. Maybe he was just saying, I feel like playing Fortnite tonight.
Why would he post just a random screenshot, not like art or something?
Because it's his Instagram.
just
He can
weird.
post whatever he wants.
That's true. Cena's a weird fella.
Do you think we're gonna get an Ezra Flash skin?
I
like
think
it.
so.
Since I really like the suit from the movie.
I mean, we got Brandon there. Why not?
Yeah.
Like I usually don't like them repeating characters, but Ezra Flash should happen.
Different version. I'm okay with that. honestly.
All right, super. Pokemon and Mario Kart Nintendo speedrun. Go.
Oh,
Okay, can I-
Pokemon.
Okay, can I be honest with you with the Pokemon thing? I think Ark should take this because Ark, you're a Pokemon fan, right?
Yes, I love Pokemon.
Yeah, you should take this because I'm not really a Pokemon fan. I just included it because video game news. I just wanted to include some stuff. But take it.
Okay,
Take it
I've been keeping myself in the dark about the new one, but I've seen the starters and I love them. Specifically, Sprigato, the leaf cat.
The Leaf King, yeah. Yeah, I've
And
only
also-
seen the starters too. They look cool.
I also like Quaxley because he's Donald Duck.
69, that's the funny number.
Looks weird. People like him, but he looks weird to me. And that's all I know. Okay, Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. I'm very excited that they're doing this. Honestly, since everyone has been waiting for Mario Kart.
We're
What?
getting 90 tracks in the DLC or whatever.
Oh, we're getting 48, but by
like-
the end of
like
it,
by-
we're gonna have 90 tracks. Yeah,
Yeah.
like in the entire game. So that's
I
that's
cannot wait to see some of the 3D Mario Kart 7 stages in 8.
I'm very excited since this is pretty much Mario Kart 8.5. So
Yeah,
at the
we
very
didn't
least,
need-
we're getting something.
I'm glad they're doing a
Something like-
DLC because we really didn't need a new like Mario Kart game on the same console. So
I mean, okay.
getting the
In-
DLC with the new
I
tracks
mean,
and
yeah,
possibly
yeah.
new
I do agree from
characters, maybe?
the company point, since like Mario Kart 8 is still selling so well on the Switch for some reason, even though it's a port, it's still selling really, really well to this day. But as a fan and whatever, I think we did need some new content at the very least, because like Mario Kart 8 in the Wii U came out when? Like in 2014, 13? I don't remember. So it's been a long time since we got some new stuff.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So as a fan, I did wanted some new content that wasn't just a spin-off like the Mario Kart Life Tour or whatever that was called. So I think DLC was probably the best route for Nintendo and for the fans as well.
Do you think we're gonna get some new characters with the DLCs too? Like
new characters, I will be surprised, but I don't think so, since I think they would have said that in the direct. But I would love
specifically, Birdo, like characters like Birdo.
Again, I don't really know. Like, if they were to do it out of the blue, like, oh, you know what? We forgot to tell you, we're gonna do one character per wave. So, for example, for this wave, I feel like they probably would release Funky Kong, for example, says we're getting Coco Mall.
I think if they do like characters, the main ones I want are Funky, Birdo, Wiggler, and King Boo. Oh wait, no, we got King Boo.
No, King Boo is in the game, yeah.
Funky, Wiggler, Birdo, and maybe DK Jr.
DK Jr. Actually, I would like DK Jr. Yeah,
okay,
wait.
I think
Donkey Kong is in the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the game. Yeah. I mean, DK Jr. Yeah, definitely. I think that's my top pick.
The new version of Coconut Mall looks so good.
It looks really good. I've seen some people criticizing the graphics that it doesn't look as well as the main tracks in the game. So I'm not sure. Maybe they're porting it from.
You got to think about too. The DLC is not finished yet.
That's true.
So we could be getting it updated with graphically.
Yeah, hopefully that's the case. Honestly, but yeah, I'm very excited for the tracks. I think my top pick would be Waluigi Spinball first because I'm a big PS fan, and I just wanted that track.
My top pick would be 3DS Bowser's Castle.
Bowser's Castle? Yeah, that one's solid. I've been watching a lot of predictions, so now I know some of those.
Mario Kart 7 has so many good tracks.
Real quick, guys. When you get comments or stream chats with saying things like these, they are usually linked. Never click on them. They can lead to either something dangerous, harmful, in computer stuff like that. So never click on them.
I actually had those in my.
Sounds like the comments of somebody who just clicked on one.
I clicked on it before. It just led to something bad. Probably nothing the internet stealing, but I don't have much on the internet to steal anyway. So.
No, I actually had that on my stream once, and I was like, "Oh yeah," I just read the comment, I read the thing, and I'm like, "Oh okay, yeah, that's fine," and I just ignore it. So yeah, I'll just do that next time. All
right, guys. So our final topic before we wrap things up is Guardians of the Galaxy, the video game being added to Game Pass. I love that game.
Take it off.
It's my top 5 favorite games of all time. It was just such a comic book game. And so I highly recommend if you have Xbox Game Pass to go check it out for free. It's highly worth your time. It's just one story, nothing else. So if you're just looking for a good story, go check that out. And that's really.
I recently learned it's a linear story, not open world, and that's a good thing for me.
I recently learned nothing.
Open world is better, but
honestly. Okay, I look at.
There's too many open worlds. It's getting tiring.
Okay, so Spider-Man. Spider-Man works better as an open world.
Yeah.
But
how would Wolverine work as an open world?
But I look at games like X-Men Origins Wolverine and Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions and
Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 are arguably linear.
Yeah, Guardians and Ultimate Alliance
What about 3?
The linear games work really well too. Just if you're a character like Spider-Man who needs to have a lot of room to swing around and everything, open world works best.
It depends on the character. I think for Wolverine should be linear and not open world.
Yeah, Wolverine definitely linear. X-Men Origins did a great job with Wolverine.
All right, and yeah, I totally recommend. I mean, with games like, how would you do the new Wolverine game linear? And with Guardians, it really benefits being linear. I mean, you're just sitting there, you're on an adventure with a team, you're feeling like the leader. So I highly recommend if you want a unique gameplay for superheroes that shows you how to be a team leader. Definitely recommend you get Game Pass and get Guardians of the Galaxy if you can, because that was just a perfect game in my opinion. And that's all we have for tonight. It's been a long one. It's been a very chill and relaxing one. And we thank you all for watching. Here's some important announcements of the future. We are going to start sending these. We're going to somehow put these on Anchor and Spotify, so we can start having these podcasts on Spotify. So definitely check that out when we get that up, and maybe a few things. Next week we might have a very cool guest, maybe 2 very cool guests. So we'll see.
Hey Darth, shall we plug that thing we've been working on?
Oh yeah, and on Instagram, some collaborators, me, Ark right here, Asian Studios, who's the old host, Huger Builds, Handsome Panda, who's in the chat, and
Spider Venom Pool.
We're all working on a Defenders collab, Netflix shows.
Marvel
and
Netflix.
It's coming together very well. So soon there will be a video on YouTube, 2 videos on me and Asia Studios channel, and then we will start posting them consecutively a day. And we got about 2 figures left in that. We're almost done, and you could see and you can also see these. If you're on a server with us that shares art, you'll usually just see them because we just want to post them immediately and get some reactions. So
you can usually.
Super. When's your next video coming out?
When's my next video coming out? Hopefully soon, because I'm literally working on it currently.
You can find a link to the Behind the Bricks Discord in any of the stream descriptions.
Yep, you can find the stream descriptions there. Please join and keep it alive. And, just follow everyone on their channels, their Instagrams, their letterboxds, whatever they have. We literally like being able to share our thoughts with you. And thank you guys so much for watching this stream. It's been a long one. It's been a very in-depth and engaging one. And thank you all for joining. And we'll see you maybe in a couple weeks, 2 weeks at the most. So see you guys next week.
Goes
next year
for a month.
Next year. We'll see. We'll try to be more consistent, okay, guys?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, say your goodbyes, gentlemen.
Goodbye.
See you guys later.
All right. Peace out. See ya. Wait. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. We got important things.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.